Okay. So, when we last left off, you all had just made your way back from the warehouse district. Your night watch, your stakeout, was somewhat productive, yet not as anticipated. You learned much. You interacted with few different individuals, but you did not catch the culprits. You did not see who was stealing the makeup and figure out why, but you did manage to procure a sample of it, learning that the way that it operates is through sound waves, being able to program and interact with the surface, and music having a very particular effect on it. How this would work with people wearing it on their bodies, you do not know and have not tested it yet. But as you all sort of gather your wits and heal back up and just sort of get yourself reacquainted with your current situations, some of you are compiling information, doing tests at a lab. Some of you are simply sitting and enjoying a cold or hot beverage at a friendly bar, when all of a sudden, everywhere, a universal advertisement pops into view, describing a virtual AI assistant, the next wave of artificial intelligence, Aelita, the internal agent that is almost human, talks to you and acts as though she's alive. Though, with all of your knowledge and how you've interacted with a similar artificial intelligence and its actual sentience, this advertisement has a deeper and darker meaning behind it. This was not planned. There was no forewarned, publicity stunts or advertisement. This is out of nowhere, which is usually not how businesses work, which leads you to believe this action might have been rushed.
Oh,
But now it is on display and open to the public. People are already buying and selling, trading stocks and goods, and already downloading this software. And you all stand and watch. What would you all like to do?
run and run.
For the most part, since you guys are all in havens at the moment, you're allowed to talk to each other, basically just zip back and forth between locations. It is daytime at this point. So whether or not you have had any food or done any rests, I will leave completely up to you. This is sort of a roleplay moment at this current point in time. And if there is ever a dull moment, I will introduce new characters and scenes, and stuff is happening, but for the moment, what is the immediate things that you guys would like to do? Oh, also, let me put on some music for... I went scouring the internet for so long looking for like some good music for his bar, the Watering Hole. And
Who am
this
I
is
with
what I've
again?
settled on.
Whoever you want. Kaizo.
Neon? Neon Spacer is your like cover name, right?
That's his streamer name, yes.
Streamer name. Yeah, the one thing in Cyberpunk is that people usually go by their usernames and not their actual names, because it's so easy to steal people's identity with even just knowing their real name. What would you like to do?
I like to bang on the table from seeing that ad.
Okay.
Maybe flip a table.
Candle, do you let Freddy do these things?
No, why the fuck would I let him flip a table?
Candle just catches it midair, sets it back down slowly.
Who else is at Candle's bar at the moment?
With Candle's permission, I wouldn't mind having a drink.
Like, people are just allowed in the bar, you know. Like, he doesn't just
I know,
always,
but I
it's
really
not
pissed you
exclusive.
off, so I didn't know if you would let me in or not.
That was work. He doesn't take work into the bar.
Okay.
But he allows play in the bar?
Oh god.
Well, yeah, he allows play in the bar. He has one pool table. Can I spend a favor to just add that to the list of shit?
Yes, you can spend one favor to add a pool table.
I feel like you already had one though.
Nah, I never clearly stated that was the case.
The voice inside my head. You did. Because I think we had the conversation about like real chalk for like the.
Every single time someone loses like a cue ball or something, Belle has to make another one.
Yeah. I swear we had that conversation.
I imagine you flipped the table, Candle like appeared, caught it by the edge without breaking it, and just like turned his wrist to turn the table back normally and just set it down and gave him a look of like, you know you're not supposed to do that.
Sorry about that, boss. Just something about that ad pissed me the fuck off.
Well, you can express it in different ways. Here. Throw a punch at my hand. Candle just like lifts a hand up. Just go for it. Throw as hard of a punch as you want.
Alright, what do I gotta roll?
Since it's not contested, you can just do it. This is a roleplay action.
Why do I feel like Freddy's about to break his hand?
Yeah, Freddy, roll a body check to see if you break your hand.
Cause like Candle just isn't going to move at all. That's.
God, Freddy's doing the equivalent of punching a concrete wall right now. Got a 25.
Okay, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
No, this is like the equivalent of Saitama just holding his fist out, waiting for someone to walk into it.
Yeah. Accurate.
Yeah, Freddy just goes to town on Candle's hand, just like punching it.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than destroying the tables. Do you understand how many favor those things take to replace? This is real mahogany.
Sorry about that, Chief. Yeah. I feel like Doc's kind of just sitting at the bar, rolling through the experiments in his head with a neat whiskey.
Neat.
Yes. No ice. Neat means no ice. It's just whiskey in a glass. No water croutons.
The yeah. He has the water croutons on the side, and they're organized. Very neat.
Crunch.
Yeah.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Can you hear us?
You should be able to use the the TTS if you need to.
Yeah, but TTS not joining the call for some reason.
Yeah.
I got rid of it when he wasn't here, so
Ask it to rejoin.
it's already in
It
here.
is back.
I
Flare said, "It's here."
Oh no!
Oh.
Now you did it in the
It's in
server
section
VC.
VC.
Gosh dang it! Now when you talk in there, it's gonna be.
Uh-oh.
You have to do it in the specific
Tori,
text.
Lulu said, "Fuck."
No,
Hey,
no, no, no! Stop!
No.
Absolutely stop!
Unfortunate. Or just fuck. Anyway.
Fuck!
Maybe let's not get demonetized.
We started this video off demonetized, let's be honest.
No, we didn't. I've been very good this session so far.
Like how you have to clarify twice. I've been very good this session so far.
I mean, not that I intend to be bad later in the session, but I mean, it's me, so probably.
Said, "Fuck." Sparrow underscore
Whoa.
underscore
Why
VA
did
said,
it carry
"There."
over from past?
It just
Why did it
reappeared
just
and went,
keep
fuck!
it kept it in the
Flare
queue?
said, "It had to finish at XD." Tori,
Wait, why is it doing
Lulu
it so-
said, "I
Alright,
forgot we were
alright.
streaming."
It's
I think
broken.
it's broken now fully.
No, it's just it. Because Flame used it
Yeah.
in the session VC, I have to turn off that it's
Mayday
using the
said,
session VC
"I
and
fucked this session." Tori,
If you guys wanna-
Lulu said, "Mayday."
guys, if you want to talk, do it in discussion channel.
Hey,
Don't do it.
Flare said, "I'm so sorry."
Please don't do it in the VC or talk or the TTS channel, please. You can message each other all you want in discussion.
I honestly can't even see the session. Oh, is it this button?
Hit the clip on the open
It's this
tab.
button. I'm learning new buttons.
Anywho, Mayday, if you're here, do you want to roll me your roll ability for last session?
Mayday said, "Okie dokie."
What do you guys think of this music?
I like it.
Is they?
Sounds nice.
Is it like a good vibe for Candle's Bar or
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay?
I mean, I don't know that this is the actual music that's like playing, since there's like a jukebox that just can be playing.
Yeah,
whatever, but
I
feel
just
like it's
can't
the-
play that copyrighted music.
11.
Yeah, I know.
Also, I feel like the actual music for Candles Bar, but I mean it is copywritten, but it's.
And Mayday, you only streamed the stakeout with Doc, correct? You didn't show any of the breaking or entering or the fight with the invisible thing or any other.
I think he's always streaming.
I remember him saying that basically after the thing ran away, he started playing
Always
a
not.
different game.
Never off.
Oh,
Always on.
all right.
It's based on where his attention is what they also end up
I
saying.
specifically remember him saying that he switched over to playing a different game though.
Yeah, he
Well-
was playing some
Yeah,
sort
he's
of
playing
game
games in the
while
backseat.
sitting inside of Tori's car.
Yeah.
But
Back
so
in
like the
short
stream wouldn't have been like your guys' investigation at the docks. That wouldn't have been.
Yeah,
the
he was in
stream.
the car, so unless we
The
told
only
him.
time
Yeah.
I turn it off if Candle is in Candle's bar.
Okay.
Candles most of the time in his bar.
Mayday, go ahead and add one
I'm
favor
in
to
his
yourself.
bar.
Yeah,
Might
so
be.
you earn
Question.
1 favor from your last stream. You got some donations. Something else that you get is there is a viewer to your stream that said, "Oh heck yeah, I love this location here at the warehouse. There's this other streamer that I watch that
Ban
does
him.
crime here." Okay.
Does crime here?
They do crime.
Yeah, he's talking about how he
specific.
Continue.
he tells you about how he watched another streamer break and enter and steal some top secret stuff.
What
Well, that's convenient.
Unfortunately, you can't follow up on it because you just banned him. No. This is a long-running viewer that you've had for a long time that doesn't really take your stream very seriously. Usually gets banned almost every single stream that he joins, but comes back with like a new account or whatnot. Most of the reasons why
Most
he gets
people do.
most of the reasons why he gets banned is because he has very, very bad choices in names, and makes a lot of sexual comments. So he absolutely loved your last stream.
That should be my mod.
that person's a mod.
Should. He is the mod. He's always been the mod. He bans himself.
His name is usually like some sort of reference to male genitalia and like meat
mod.
or whatnot. So like
Don't
some
go
of his
after.
previous account names were like savory sausage and marinated meat. Like every single time that he gets banned, he makes his name a little bit more and more family friendly. So his current name that he has is Salisbury Steak, which
I've
alone
modded him
by
on
itself,
3 separate occasions.
I've modded him on the same scale. Yeah. Alone, his name doesn't mean anything, but because you know it's him, that he's making some sort of sexual innuendo with it, you're just barely allowing him to stay with that name.
Just like us with Doc.
Yes. But
I sloppy sausage, welcome back.
yes. You can call him Meat Man or, Sausage Boy or whatever you want to call him.
Meat boy.
Meat Boy.
The butcher.
But yes, he
Does he deal with
donated
meat?
heavily during the last stream because of your collab with Doc.
You're welcome.
Tori, Lulu said, Meat Man.
I'd like 46%, please.
So
Are you gonna discuss the ratings or the percentages beforehand.
Ah, damn, you're right. Okay, 30%.
I forgot what I was gonna say, but basically this is a way that I can sort of help you guys adjust how your roles work, because Mayday's role is basically a streamer. He's Rocker Boy. He gets like a fan following. I'm going to start like introducing, rather than just sort of like a generic audience, there will be like NPCs that you can hang out with and interact with in the world that are like your fan and can do stuff for you.
Mayday said, I'm gonna throw fans at people as a weapon eventually.
Yes, this is exactly the kind of like grubby neckbeard fan that would do just about anything for you. So this is an NPC. This is not a sidekick or anything like that. This would be considered like a grunt. So we can do basic tasks. This would be like a caddy or a gopher that basically would just like carry your stuff around for you and do like minor menial tasks for you without
It's
question.
the adoring fan from.
Yes.
I'm blanking. Elder Scrolls.
Yes, exactly. But But yeah, this is basically just the generic faceless fan that will do anything that you ask without question, up to a point. If you do want them to do other things, like certain things, like I need you to go assassinate this person or whatnot, then you might need to make like a skill check and whatnot. But otherwise, yeah.
Persuasion.
Mayday said, fans dox this guy.
That is actually something that you could do with the amount of fans that you have. Are you asking your fans to dox Meat Man?
Let's go, I can dox.
I mean, you do have a relative,
Not
like, okay. You do have a small following that are basically like a little group of netrunners that if you want them to like...
His meats are required.
His meats are required. Yes.
Did you say acquired or required?
Required. Acquired meats.
We will acquire them, but for now we just require.
He went to Arby's.
Just don't inquire about them.
Dude, come on.
Wait,
Go to
do we
Arby's.
have the meats?
Only if you went to Arby's. Arby's is no longer a food chain. It is a small,
Doc
like
definitely has the meats.
there's
It's a
only
lifestyle brand.
one Arby's
You're
left,
darn
and it's
tootin'.
locally run.
It's a
I
human
definitely
shop.
have the meats.
The Arby's is in the portion of town where the watering hole is, because it's the only part that hasn't become the most futuristic place in the entire city.
Is it still bad?
Basically, it's
So-
more. It's less of like an actual food restaurant and more of a museum at this point. Yeah.
You still occasionally find a finger in a sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, look, this is
but
how
it's
people
working.
used to cook food. Remember when that existed? And everyone's like, no, I usually just get my food out of a 3D printer.
Oh, food! Wow, I just
Well,
Can
can't
Candle.
open it in a
wait.
bag.
Meanwhile, Candle actually still cooks.
Mhm.
What is food? All I do is eat nutrient paste.
Yeah.
It's technically
Pretty
a type
much.
of food.
I
Um,
mean-
Taste.
but yes.
That's why Candle's kids want to fight him.
He can cook.
If we want to take this time, I do have gifts for everybody.
Oh.
Oh,
Um,
I
Let's go.
am intrigued.
well,
Let's do.
let's go down the list, because some of these things will sort of instigate you guys into maybe doing a scene or
Okay.
spark a new mystery. Belle,
Cole.
as you are going around, are you at the bar or are you at Doc's?
I think I would be at Doc's working.
Okay. You're probably the only one there at the moment. Probably just sort of like moving around, cleaning up stuff, and checking on things and whatnot. Maybe you do like a minor surgery for someone that comes in, walks out. But suddenly, just appearing on a stool in the middle of the room, is a small paper bag. Which again, paper bags are not common, but this one looks pristine. It is relatively small, because it's just sitting on a stool, and it's folded over, and written on it, in some sort of like, it's not written with an actual writing utensil. It looks like a very focused heat source has burned a small message onto it. If you imagine like someone taking like a very fine soldering torch and just sort of like quickly scrolling on. Basically, I'm saying that it's just sort of burned into it, but not like in like a scary way, but like a very just like simple. Like some people have. Doc, you would probably have this feature that like rather than actually pulling out a pen or using up ink or whatever, you would just sort of like carve a little, use your little blowtorch to carve into the surface or whatever.
For
Someone
now,
has
it's a blowtorch.
yes,
I feel like in the future it may be, what is it, rippers?
yes,
Shredders?
yeah.
Whatever it is? Yeah.
You can like scratch or you could like burn or something.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably wouldn't want to do this on like your car or something, unless you wanted to like send a message to someone or whatnot. But that's why I'm trying to say that this is like a very common thing to do, but it doesn't leave a handwriting signature is the main point I'm trying to get to.
People ask for my autograph and I just stitch it into their forearm.
All the message reads is "found this," and then it says -bell.
Okay.
Do you open it?
Yeah.
Okay. Inside is a small cylinder, about the size of a Pringles can, maybe a little bit bigger. And you can see that it is multi-segmented. It's got different moving parts in it. And if you move it around, you realize that the bottom half of it sort of opens up into like a stand, like a tripod. And then the rest of it sort of shifts up and has multiple segments that it can move up and down, sort of like how you would do with like a microphone stand or whatnot. But the majority of it that takes up this top part folds up into almost like a focused light array. And its design is unlike anything you've ever seen. It does not have any markings on it, which is strange because every corporation has their signature and logo on it. Like, branding is absolutely everything. You cannot get off the market stuff. Everyone usually just like burn that stuff away. This looks like pristine, which the only other thing that anyone has ever seen similar to that is you.
Me. Yeah.
Exactly. But I think I'll just sort of leave it at that. I don't want to necessarily say what it is. Unless you want to make like some sort of tech check to try and figure out how to operate it.
Yeah, right.
Why do I get the... I believe it would be basic tech. Pharaoh?
21.
Yes, you can tell that this thing is not that complicated to operate, but you can tell that the reason for that is because it actually has been designed to be user-friendly. So it's very easy to, pocket this up, move it, manage it, open it up, set it up pretty quickly. It doesn't have any automation. You have to work with it yourself, but if you focus the lenses just right and turn on the engine, the projector winds up and generates a field of concentrated light, and this is a hard light projector. This thing is technology that has only been theorized and does not exist in this world yet. But basically what you can do with this thing is that anywhere within like a certain radius of this thing, you can create a barrier or a construct, some sort of like platform or anything that you want, without actually interacting or interfering with the environment, but objects and people can interact with.
Huh.
So yeah, basically in like a collapsing building, you could turn this thing on and like generate structural support, or if Freddy is falling into the river again, you can generate a platform underneath of him for him to either land on or climb out onto.
So it can make a light beam.
Yes, basically. You can build light bridges and whatnot. They currently do not move. However, if you are able to maybe research this a little bit more and learn how it works, you might be able to change its abilities. But yes, that is the first thing that you have.
When it was first introduced, I kind of imagined... Do you remember like the Da Vinci death beam things where it was a whole bunch of like magnifying glasses that used the sun to turn it into basically a laser that would incinerate like invading armies.
Archimedes ray.
Was it Archimedes? I thought it was Da
Yes.
Vinci.
He used
The
like
Archimedes
a ton of
ray.
mirrors to focus
Ah.
sunlight.
Da Vinci may have improved upon it. Anyway, that's what I thought we were going with.
Yeah, great engineer of the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Da Vinci? But yes, that is the first thing that you get. Also, just sort of going down the list, Candle, Yoon comes to visit. And she lets you know that she's doing well. She's been doing some small jobs around. What is playing? Stop. Play some generic music. Like this one. She lets you know that she has actually gotten a solid job, because usually what she does is she's like a local expert. People know her. People call her. She'll basically do any job, fix you up, you know, just sort of whatever sort of roadside assistance mechanic that you need. But there is like a small locally owned business that she is working with now. She does not have a tow truck, but she does have her mechanic cart that she's using at the moment, but she might be able to work her way up to a tow truck eventually. It's Charon's towing service. And if anyone would like to make some sort of skill check to see if they know anything about Charon towing service, they may do so.
Can I just do like general awareness?
You could do something like a library search or like a street smarts or something, but I think awareness is knowing like the people in the room. That's like making a perception check to see if you know about somebody's history. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha. Let me check the stats.
If you just want to do like an intelligence check, I guess you can do that. But also whatever skill you think might be prevalent, I will allow.
Let's see. I don't know exactly what to go with. Yeah, I'll just go for an intelligence roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Streetwise, I think that was. Yeah.
I don't know if I have anything in that, so.
Yeah, you can just make an intelligence check if you want.
Yep. So that's just a 10.
Okay. You do know that Charon's towing service is like a new business that is sort of growing in generally your
Mayday
area.
said, phone died, sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, no worries.
Not like in your precinct, like your section of the city, but not necessarily anywhere near you. I would actually say that they're probably in the section where the part of the city is getting taken over by businesses and whatnot. So they are a relatively small business. They haven't been fully bought out by like one of the big three corporations yet or whatnot. But that's sort of what you know.
Gotcha.
So you don't know that they're like immediately evil because they're not owned by corpos, but they are like technically a business outside of your, you know, friendly neighborhood.
Gotcha.
But Yoon tells you that she thinks that these people are actually pretty decent. At least the people working there are pretty good. She doesn't know about the full management yet. And she hands you a large jug of oil. Not the synthetic kind, the real kind of oil. She managed to get this for you for your car.
Like petroleum?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if we were talking like olive, canola, vegetable.
Yeah, she hands you a bottle of olive. No. Like this is real oil that was not created synthetically using 3D printers or anything.
This is Bones.
Yes, this is Bones.
I mean,
Put some dinosaurs in your car.
Oh, to be wow.
I love when dinosaurs are in my car.
I mean, you get in your car every day.
Yeah.
He is 80. So
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
I fought the dinosaurs back in
Oh my god. Wait,
The all dang told me that they did not need me to get myself a thesaurus, and I said dinosaurs are dead.
hold on.
The source
If
Rex.
Thank you for laughing at my joke. Take an eggplant.
I'm sorry.
I think you killed him.
Oh, that feels good. Thank you for laughing at my stupid joke.
I don't need a neck point for that. That was funny.
Candle,
Just murdered a man.
Candle's father or grandfather would have been in Nom. I don't think Candle would have been in Nom.
Hey, I never said that he fought anything in Nam. I just said...
No, he just went
He
to
just went to
visit.
Vietnam. He didn't. He wasn't in the war. He was just
He
there.
went to Vietnam for
Okay.
the opening of Jurassic Park.
Oh. Oh.
Anyway, Doc, you have a gift.
Uh-oh.
I think when you like check in with your beloved, trying to get some information of like how Derek's doing and whatnot, they kind of have to tell you that
Oh.
they're currently being swamped. There's a situation going on where a bunch of payday.
I mean, the third one's coming out soon.
Panoptic
out.
agents have come into trauma team, and it has been like looking around and whatnot, and specifically have been investigating the evac equipment, basically the immediate care flying vehicles that they use to get to the scene and whatnot. They've been investigating those, and because he is driver / pilot for one of those, he's sort of being detained at the moment, but has sent you a gift. He heard about your recent sort of like situation where you were a little disappointed with one of your samples that you took was no longer useful once you got back to the lab, so he has sent you a stasis bag. This is different than cryo bags. This is an actual time-stopping stasis bag. And basically you can put anything inside of it and it will stop decomposition or any molecular activity. And you can put your samples in that for next time. Now, this is not a bag of holding. You can't fit someone's head in here. But you can put small samples of things.
Okay, how big is it?
You could stick someone's hand in it, but not a head. You could probably take two people's hands and put it in.
So we're talking like fist and a half size inside.
Basically, if you imagine sort of just like a small-ish purse type thing, it's like a little.
Okay.
If you
We're
do, you guys remember
We're
the Star
talking,
Trek boxes?
handbag for the club. Handbag for clubbing. Like it'll fit your phone, a few cards, maybe some cash, and that's about it. A pocketbook.
No, see, the
Sort
thing
of.
is, you use the word club, and as most of us here are nerds, myself included,
I'm sorry. I should have been more sensitive.
we don't know that word, frankly, and it's offensive that you'd think that we would.
Any girls in chat immediately knew what I was talking
We
about.
do know
now.
that word. It's a weapon.
Yeah,
Club. You smack people over the head with it, Uncle Bunker style.
yeah, you're right.
You know how in Star Trek when they do away missions where they usually take like their little like tiny little laser gun that they stick in their shirt pocket, basically.
Vaguely. The only one I watched is DS9.
Usually they have like the extra like medical team has like a little satchel that they take with them. That's basically just like a small little box.
Check discussion.
I would say that it would be twice the size of that.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
All the people in Star Trek just fucking falling.
Yeah, I found that while I was looking.
I always, as a massive nerd, I always thought that was really weird for the simple reason that you are in space. Why are you feeling shaking?
Artificial gravity.
Turbulence.
Turbulence, yeah.
Yeah, but why are they making artificial turbulence?
The realism.
If you have a gravity inside of something, people can still fall over and feel the effects of something.
I mean, fair.
If the
But it really
planet
depends on
Earth
what type
stopped
of
spinning, we would definitely feel the effects and fall over or go flying off of it.
Well, I personally don't think I'd feel the effects. I think I'd die instantly.
Yes.
Sorry.
Going down the list, the next person that gets a gift is Flair. No, I'm just kidding. Freddie. Freddie, I'm gonna come back to you.
Wow.
Uh,
You get a brand new copy of Ruby.
No. Mayday, you already got your grunt. Neon.
Mayday said, "Your gift is this block button."
Block button.
You can take these hands.
Hey, yo. I know
Neon.
what those hands can do. They work some magic.
Neon,
I
your
get free
pre-order
W.
finally came in, and you got your special camera lens that you were wanting to get that can do special tracking and video enhancement. So basically at any point in time you can do like a brain dance of anything that you record, where basically anything you record you can put into a three-dimensional space that you can like walk around in. Does that make sense? Do you know what a brain dance is?
Yes, that was one of his plans eventually, was to be able to get a thing to record brain dances of his fights.
Yes. So I'm letting you I'm straight up giving that to you. So the next time that you guys go on a mission and record something, you guys can take it back to the lab and actually like pull up like a 3D hologram and walk around in it.
Oh
So
my
it's-
god! I can install it for you if you want.
Yeah, if you want to get
It's
like a brain dance installed, you could do some cool stuff with that. But yeah, so now you're not just recording like the video feed from one perspective. You're actually like doing like a sonar, like three-dimensional space capturing software, if that makes sense. But yes.
These wise. My brain went to Arkham Asylum, but that GIF is way too. I'm deleting that GIF. I don't want to risk anybody.
Good god, that was deep confusion.
That is pretty much like what it's going like. And you get an idea that this might actually help with you getting a read on these things that you're trying to record, because this will be actually like capturing physical data of the area and not just, taking a picture of Bigfoot,
Bigfoot.
Tori, the gift that you got, I think I've already told you this, but you
I'm just gonna step away real quick.
your car got retrofitted so that you have a carbon printer in your trunk now.
Wow.
So you can now you basically have a little bell in your back seat if you ever need to.
Tori, Lulu said. Yippee.
Cool.
Wahoo. Yippee!
So yeah, if you ever need to build yourself a gun or modify some equipment on the fly, you can do that now. All right, she just gave me an X3. Okay, so she's here. Freddy.
Oh, wait.
Let's I mean, is there anything that anyone immediately wants to do with any of the things they've just gotten?
I know. Okay, so I didn't get a gift. Got it.
Freddy, are you okay?
Mumbling.
That's fine.
No, we've lost them.
I'll say this,
Mayday
Freddy.
said, we can bring the file girl back.
Lucas wants to talk to you, Freddy. That's all I'll say. And so now I sort of want to open it up to you guys of like whatever scenes you guys want to do now. Because again, I'm trying not to drive the story of this campaign. I'm just giving you guys things to work off of.
I wanna do my neighbor. Docs.
Oh.
Wait, what?
I'll go see the guy.
Did you say you want to do me again?
No, he.
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, he wants to dox his neighbor.
Ah.
Okay, that makes more sense, and it's far less
Got
horny.
to test it now.
So you want to send Meat Man to dox somebody? Who do you want doxed?
Yes.
He wants anyone, dogs.
Meat
just
manager gone out.
Oh, you want Meat doxed?
Doesn't wait. To be
Yes.
fair, he said that Meat does crime in this area. Shouldn't we make use of that? Shouldn't we make use of that knowledge instead of just
No,
fucking doxing
Meat
him?
No,
Meat
Meat
knows
knows
somebody.
that-
He
yeah.
knows another streamer that does
Crime in the area.
He that has
Why
done
are you-
crime at the warehouse district stealing
Yeah.
stuff.
That's why we should dox him.
Why dox Meat?
No, I
You
think
can
he wants
bring
to
that-
dox that streamer. So you
V,
guys can go visit
to his
him.
house.
No, we want to dox Meat to find out where Dox is, to visit Doc, or to find out where Meat is, to
Just
visit
ask
him.
him what streamer it is.
I know. That's what I was telling
That's
you
not
what
funny.
Mayday's plan was. God.
All right, just to make things simple, Meat Man gives you his house, and it is
Gives you the right to buy land in Skyrim.
he owns like one of those tiny little like you know like in Japan where they have those tiny rent-a-hotels where it's basically just a room to sleep.
Oh.
It's
Wait,
basically
does
just
he
like a
kinda-
cupboard hotel. That's where he lives.
Does he kind of live like
I was gonna threaten him with my Moby Huge.
Well, don't threaten him with a good time.
right?
Yeah,
He would love for you to sign his face with your Moby Huge.
He is the meat man.
So you go to
He
meet.
has your meat.
In many ways.
And many flavors.
True. Speaking from experience, there's many flavors that are on Mayday's meat.
Okay, if you want to go visit Mr. Meat, you can, but there would not be enough space for everyone to come visit. He would have to like meet you somewhere. Oh, actually, one of the things you guys
Have
did
to
want to
meet
do,
you.
not to like change the subject or scene or whatever, but you guys did want to summon Amelia to talk to her again.
Yes.
Well, I gave her an invitation to come to the watering hole.
EW.
Okay. How about let's just make this easy. Everyone back to Candle's Bar.
We never.
Okay.
Honestly, it might be best to avoid certain people looking at Doc.
Meat man, I summon you.
Meatman, Lucas, and Amelia are coming to the bar to meet.
Oh, okay.
I'm sitting in the corner sipping my whiskey.
The whole gang is getting together.
Such a good pair.
They're always coming to meet.
Oops. Okay, so everyone's back together again.
Is this music perhaps just a slight bit too sensual?
Freaking. Fine, I'll pull something else up.
I'm
When Meat man is in the room, it's needed.
Yep.
okay. I didn't
When-
know if this was Meat Man's theme song or not.
Look, man.
Hey,
when
No,
you
this is
meet-
Meatman does not get a theme song. You guys get theme
No,
songs, but Meatman
wait,
does not.
Wait, Sparrow. I know exactly what song it needs to be.
Oh.
What?
I have a bad
give me a
feeling about
second.
this.
Okay. Give me
I
a
just
sec.
had a flashback to
Uh,
that horse song. If you know, you know.
Give me a sec.
I do know. I know exactly what you were speaking of, and I love it.
Just a quick sec.
Like my horse. Wait, no, that's the wrong one.
Alright, here, Sparrow, I'm just gonna DM it to you.
Okay. It can't be copyrighted.
I don't think it is.
This this is
My horse is amazing.
All right.
Give it a lick.
Oh, we're thinking different songs.
a specific fat neck-bearded man walks into the bar, and he is a ball of a man.
Ball.
Thank you. Thank
Mayday said. He says him laddie to Amelia.
Middle laddie.
Okay. That might actually get me
God.
copyrighted, so
It's the meatball man from Little Rumbo.
I don't even know what that means.
I'll send it to you.
I'm
It-
banning
This is
him as
amazing
soon as I
song.
see him step in.
Here.
This is amazing music for a bar.
Damn, so you don't like my bar's music? How dare you?
I didn't like the sensual music from before. This music is more jazzy and
this isn't sensual?
it can be, but it's more sitting room than bedroom. You know what I mean? Like this is living room, not bedroom. So yeah, there could be some light kissing during this, but it's not.
All right. Anywho, who do we want first?
Meat man.
All right, Meat Man shows up. He cannot
My
fit
mean
in a booth.
supplier.
Did you say he can't fit in a booth?
Yes.
Okay.
He's the type to tenderize.
What does that
Oh,
mean?
Ender.
His
He beats
belly
the meat-
molds into it.
Look, he just beats a lot of meat, okay?
Oh.
It seems like the kind of guy that would beat me.
Why do I get the vibe that he's simultaneously
He watches me, he probably does.
I mean, yeah, fair.
the guy that doesn't groom enough and yet always grooms in the wrong way?
He has a neck beard.
Of course he does.
Understood.
This is the man that has a Discord kitten.
No, he is the Discord kitten, so man.
That's even worse.
Exactly. That's why I said it.
Oh.
He comes and I'm not even going to give this man an actual description or a voice because he's that lowly of an NPC. He is just a blank silhouette, and that is all that you have to go off of. But he comes over and he
Mayday
gives you the
said,
information.
He wears slippers everywhere.
Oh.
If you command him to, then yes.
I feel like
He's
as
done
soon
with
as he
that,
gets
though.
as
You
soon
should
as
just-
he
No,
walks
he's
in the
already
bar,
too pathetic.
Look, man, just command him to get some bitches.
I feel like as soon as he walks in the
A
bar,
single
he-
tear falls down his face. Finally,
I-
permission.
he
I wonder
kneels
when
at
my stream
Mayday's
gets
feet.
better my fans start working out.
He kneels at Mayday's feet and immediately goes, "It's your service, my lord."
No, he does not.
Just all you gotta do is just go.
If anything, his
I
voice
could
would be, "Yes, what can I do?" Just like a lot of heavy,
Igor.
which is why I've opted not to act out this character.
That's his entire voice is just.
All right, since we're not doing anything with this character, Amelia does actually make a persuasion check to convince Amelia to come visit. Who's inviting Amelia?
Well,
I mean,
Candle
both
well,
Candle and I.
Literally,
kinda
Candle
do.
invited her on the night of, and she said, "Well, if you're inviting me to go to one of the most contested places in the entirety of Night City."
Oh, okay, then I guess you already did make your check. So yes, she comes to visit. I mean, she's met you here before, Neon. So
It's not like
Hi.
this is her first time in the place.
she comes in and sits down at a table wherever Neon is, I guess.
So, how'd the meeting with Candle go?
Are you asking her? She's like, I just got here. What are you talking about?
Look,
I'm gonna need you to explain because the dungeon master is confused.
he was kind of just randomly saying that because the last time he saw her, he had told her where Candle was and she left. And he's just trying to, it's very obvious he's trying to not start talking about Derek instantly. He's like nervous to speak at the moment.
I just wish he didn't have to scare people every single time that he goes to interact with them, which I know is not easy for a man of his stature to do, so no hard feelings, but good grief.
Yeah, they did tell me a little about it after we met back up. I'm gonna okay. The main reason I want to talk to you is about the other person that we were there with doing the stakeout. What is your connection? What is your connection to Derek?
I don't know him. I mean, I know of him, but we're not. It's not like we're related or anything.
You just get the vibe of, I don't know you.
He implied that y'all knew each other decently enough.
He's probably heard of me and had to deal with me before. We do very similar jobs, but he kind of gets asked to do it, and I get asked not to do it. Let's just put it that way.
I got the impression that y'all had been friends at some point or something. I guess I was wrong.
I mean, we've probably met in passing. Why? Why are you... Did you just call me out here just to ask about Derek?
I called you out here to tell you what happened to Derek. Apparently, while you and I were talking, he got attacked by whatever was there that night.
She looks really concerned. Is he okay?
Last I saw, he was being taken off by trauma team. I don't.
She
really
looks
have
more
an in
worried.
with him, but someone that I know seems to know someone from trauma team pretty well. I'm kind of waiting on him to figure out what's going on, because I don't really know much about that stuff.
You do know that getting hauled away by trauma team is just as good as a death sentence sometimes, right? People have been going missing from trauma team. Patients don't just disappear. People don't just chuck bodies that they can't save.
Let's just say, if it wasn't trauma team, it would be a 0% chance of survival. It was bad.
She crosses her arms and looks away from you, and then like holds up a hand and blocks her vision because she turned and accidentally looked at Doc.
What?
Candle is just at the bar, so...
Candle, did y'all explain to her what you saw?
I, attempted to. But,
Oh, is that when she kind of went
Yeah.
blank slate?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have footage, right?
I mean, I didn't, like, it kind of was glitching out. I didn't get a good, like, it's not a really clear picture of whatever it was.
It's better than nothing.
Amelia, do you want to look at, like, I did get some footage of what happened. Still kind of uncertain, but do you want to see it?
What are you talking about?
Thing that attacked Derek.
I mean, if you're authoring.
Alright. And then he just, like, he'll pull out his laptop and just pull the recording up on there.
Is Mayday currently in the bar?
That's up for me to decide. I would assume that everyone's here.
Mayday said, I'm holding myself back from shooting her.
But you are in the bar.
Yeah.
Mayday's like at the pool table
Okay.
lining up a perfect shot and then like slowly swivels over to like hit the cue ball towards her.
Candle is literally just going to be stopping every attempt on her life today.
I should send Meat Man on her.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't
No.
deserve that. Nobody deserves that.
New kitten.
Oh.
Why would you say that?
Oh, I hate it so much.
What are your
Doc,
orders?
Doc kind of just gets up from his spot and walks over to Mayday and
Sits on his lap.
I mean, if he's okay with that, but he's not gonna like do it immediately.
I just love the visual
Sits on his
image
lap.
of Doc just like sprawling out across the pool table, like, look at me.
That's for after dark, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When the bar opens up for nightlife instead of just like
Mayday said, next session plans.
Bro, what the hell are you talking about?
Um,
Nightlife. The bar closes at 12.
Yeah, it closes at 12, you go home, and then I sneak back in at 1 a.m., open it up for some crazy stuff.
If you touch my bar, I will genuinely kill you.
I
Like
know.
I've made jokes before where I'm like,
I
oh,
wish
yeah,
I could be serious, but I know I can't with that.
yeah, like no, you would actually die. I'd kill you.
Also, there's so many locks on the door that
Yeah,
you'd be picking it throughout the entire night.
Lorelai's behind the bar and she's just like giving the slow shake of her head, like, no, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Just completely nonplussed.
But yeah, Doc will go over to Mayday and share in the silent resentment of this woman.
Okay.
And
just
he
imagine,
he kind of
Just
He
imagine
kinda-
you walk over and go, is this seat taken? And then you sit on his lap.
basically.
No, it's the seat
Tori,
taken, then picks him
Lulu
up.
said, how tall is Meat Man?
At least 6 feet tall.
Mayday
No.
said, then Meat Man dosed the same as Doc.
With or without
Oh,
his platform
God.
shoes.
Well,
Wait,
I mean,
Meat
6
Man sits on my lap?
That crushes them.
you die
I know,
in
I'm terrified.
Meat Man
Tori,
sits on your
Lulu
lap.
said,
You die
XD.
instantly.
Sorry, the TTS channel is not for discussion.
Mayday said, call me Samat with how many ho-ho hoss I got.
Oh,
So Matt? Huh?
Santa, I'm sure.
Santa.
I
Santa.
know, but I'm just.
I meet up with Lewis.
Yes, you can meet up with Lucas. Lucas comes to the bar, and he seems a little like concerned. Lucas is maybe a little bit younger than you, Freddy. Both younger than you and
look at the
Auden.
baby.
He's like in his late teens, probably. He's probably still in high school, maybe, if there was such a thing in Cyberpunk.
There it is.
Yes, he has like dusty gray hair, like bags underneath his eyes. You can tell that he's probably not been sleeping well. He looks a little like on edge. He's constantly looking over his shoulder.
Small nod.
If anyone wants to make a perception check, they may. But he's like, hey, I don't know if this is a safe place to be, but I can't think of any place safer. So, I guess we can talk here.
Yeah. Now what do you need?
He like takes you to a far back corner and he pulls out a manila folder. And he like pulls out all of the CDs that Auden made, and he's like, I feel like I'm
Cough,
going crazy, man.
16 cough.
With a 16, you don't see anything unusual. He pulls out these CDs of Auden's music, and he's like, I don't know how I got these. I don't know where these came from. I know that I know them, but I don't know how I know them, if that makes sense. And he just like starts running his fingers through his hair. He looks like he's going insane, and he needs your help because you know that he's not insane.
Kiddo, calm down.
Did we know somebody? Was there?
A friend of mine gave you those.
Candle's just suddenly there, and he like jumps out of his chair.
He
He
appears.
has ears all over the bar. The bar is built in exactly the way so that when he stands in his usual spot, every sound just goes to there.
That's the entire
terrifying.
point of the construction. I mean, his awareness is literally maxed out as well, to be fair.
Technically, this is Candle's lair, so yes. His awareness is yes.
He has an area of effect.
Yes.
Hey, Candle.
Yes.
Do you think we could use the back room?
No.
Understandable. All right. Do you have an OTD player?
Candle looks at him for a minute, just stares at him for a second after he asks that question. Then, like, real calmly just pulls one out from under the bar and throws it to him, and he's like, I got, like, 3 of them.
Bell's like, here, I'll help you with that. Opens his mouth and sticks the CD in.
Oh.
Yeah, Candle was just giving you the look of, like,
Wait.
do you not know where the fuck you are?
This is what Bell does.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
I love Stitch.
Nice.
All right. Let's see.
Yes. You start playing the music, and Lucas kind of starts fidgeting a little bit.
You're a little jumpy one, aren't you?
I know this music, but I don't know where I know it from. Do you also know this music?
Do I?
Yes, it's Auden's music.
Of course I do. Of course.
Would you say it's so creepy?
Of course, I do know it.
Of course.
I didn't
I am
totally
a real
plant this in your
person.
place.
We just have a bad connection. I'd like to say, just like for funny reasons, inside of Candle's bar, being that it is his domain, he's capable of theoretically infinite speeds. Only
Over
inside
here,
of the bar.
domain expansion.
Can't use that in a fight, but he can use it to just appear when somebody's doing something they shouldn't be.
That's how he stopped Freddy before.
Yeah. Freddy flipped the table. Candle was across the bar. His vision was obscured for the briefest moment. Candle was just there. You don't question Candle's power unless you want to die.
All right. I'm gonna do things. All right. So, can I get a physical copy of the CD songs and try to import it into a digital mainframe?
I mean, I would say that you already have physical copies. That if you want to make
Alright.
another copy, you can. Yeah.
No, I'll go ahead and look into the. I'm gonna go ahead and look into every song, every note,
The thing that he's
everything.
currently suffering with right now is that he thinks he knows Auden, but Auden doesn't exist, so he's freaking out and he needs you to explain it to him. That's the current situation, if that was not clear at this
Yeah.
point.
I forgot about that. So the interesting thing.
Candle just real quick. Can Candle just like pour him a hard drink, place it down in front of him, and say, "Look, this is gonna be a long explanation. All right."
He doesn't take it. I'm sorry, I don't drink, but thanks anyways.
I'll take that.
Nope.
Nope.
I'll take that. Grabs it before he can fucking do anything.
He says,
pours it back into the bottle. No.
do you have a Shasta?
What's the Shasta?
Oh, that's okay.
No, like that's an out of character question. The fuck is?
Oh, do you not know what Shasta? Shasta is like the generic soda that like copies every soda ever.
Oh, yeah, of course. Candle goes behind the bar. The bar of mysteries. Nobody even fucking knows what's behind there except for Candle. There have been other people who have worked there and been like, so how the fuck do you get all this shit out? Don't worry about it.
It's to battle an eldritch god for a wish every time.
Oh, actually something cool for you, Candle, is that Lorelei has learned how to mix drinks.
Yeah.
So if basically she's like accepting challenges of like, name me any drink, I'll figure out how to make it by tomorrow.
Two things. One, spare check your DMs. Two.
Yes,
Candle,
I'm looking at it, but I'm also talking to a bunch of other players.
Candle, I have a question for you.
What is it?
Doc comes up to the bar and, like, with all this talk of cocktails and whatnot, he goes, I have a cocktail request.
Then ask the lady who wants to learn about cocktails.
Can you make a, oh god, what's it called? Mata.
A Mai Tai?
No. Mata.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a decent nuts joke.
No.
I mean, it could fit. Mai Tai decent nuts.
Nope.
I'm just saying it could fit. I'm not saying that it does.
So yeah, I would like a Mata.
Alright. She'll, he's just gonna, like, pass the torch over to his employee and say, she'll have it ready for you by tomorrow.
She says, oh, I do know how to make that one. She like quickly makes it up.
Nice.
I was expecting somebody to say, what's a Mata? At which point I would have
What's
said...
the matter with you? I guess.
Yeah! So the joke kind of failed, but you know, it was there.
I mean, you can still be ejected from the bar. I don't care if you're in the party. I can throw you out.
No. Probably about time that I start heading back to the lab anyway.
Like, here, I'll give you a ride. Like, picks him up by the shirt collar from behind and just fucking throws him.
No, I got my own ride.
Instant
Speaking of
transmission,
ride,
candle style.
Instant transmission, candle style. Just...
Speaking of ride, Mayday, you wanna join me?
He throws you with the exact amount of force necessary so that you actually land where you're supposed to.
I
He's gone.
refuse.
Mayday disappeared.
You, of course, only do it from the bar.
I refuse.
Okay.
Be thrown.
I guess while all this is happening, I'm just explaining to Lucas everything about Auden and
Okay. Make a persuasion check. And I'll say that, Neon, you can also do the same if you want to try and convince Amelia that you are aware of her problem and you want to help. And that's sort of
14.
what both of you are doing. He hears what you're saying, and he believes that you know something is going on, but he's still sort of on edge. He's not like as a friend, he does believe your story. It's hard to believe, but he's willing to sort of accept anything at this point. But it has not managed to ease his situation. He's like, so, I mean, what happened to Auden? Where did he go? Why does nobody remember who he is? And why can we remember?
Well, some of us remember, and everyone else forgot. And the best way I can explain this is a corporation did some kind of memory wipe.
When a mother and
people who knew-
when a mother and a father love each other very much.
A big corporation may or may not have wiped Auden from people's memories. Only a select few of us can remember him. So yeah.
Nagito.
Yes, Lucas does look like Nagito from Danganronpa 2.
Bagel.
Mayday said, so he's gay.
Just because he has a woman hand doesn't mean he's gay. But probably.
Speaking of gay, Mayday. When you meant I didn't realize you were gone.
When a mother and a father love each other very much.
Oh God. So.
Meat Man blushes whenever he holds his own hand.
He was told he has very feminine hands, and because of that, he says like, "Oh yeah, I constantly hold hands with women."
Oh God.
He just likes to close his eyes and rub his hands all over his face.
Doc finished his drink and was leaving the bar, and Candle got excited that he was leaving and offered a ride, and Doc made some lewd comment about already having a ride and then asked if you would leave with him. Mayday, what do you say?
Mayday said, imagine if I said no.
Just, nah, I'm good. Bro, that would be such a pain. In his face.
Sure.
He's already thinking about his next collab.
So Doc gets handsy and kind of flirty with Mayday as they're walking out of the bar.
But I turn over to Meat Man and ban him before leaving.
Okay.
Okay.
You get handsy, and then you both get hit by a truck in Isekai.
Oh God, no. But yes, we are getting handsy, which Doc is fairly certain makes everyone avert their eyes in disgust.
Candle doesn't. He wants to make sure Doc doesn't steal anything.
Oh, he definitely goes out the door.
Good.
But like he's handsy the whole way.
Candle's seen too many people try to stuff down their pants.
Yeah, like people have tried very specifically to act like they're doing something sexual, so that they'd get thrown out. But in reality, they were just trying to shoulder their tab, and he's like, "That's not gonna work."
Oh no, Doc definitely paid his tab.
No, I'm not denying that, but like people
Mayday
shoved,
said,
shoved
with us there's a
whole bottles down the
90%
pants.
change it's real.
Yeah. You see, the 10% there is what is why I can't trust you.
Candle just places a giant hand on Mayday's shoulder and says, "Is that a pickle in your pants, or are you just happy to see them?"
Both.
At which point Doc goes, "Oh wait, let me check."
Okay. Jeez.
Pickle Rick.
Anywho, what did
Licks his
Neon
finger.
get?
It doesn't taste like a pickle.
I got a 24.
A what?
24.
A 24. Yes. Amelia is kind of confused how you know, and she's like, I'm sorry you had to see that. I don't know. It just sort of happens sometimes, and I go into these fugue states, and I just kind of start muttering and murmuring, and, well, after you go to see so many, psychiatrists, they kind of just tell you that you need to sleep more, or drink more water, or, get some rest, and, typical stuff. Meds, usually. That's how they make money, so that's what most people say.
I'm behind Kaido like this. I put it on discussion.
I don't know what that means.
Mayday
I'm
said,
just like sitting
by the
on the
way,
other
I'm
booth,
supposed to
like
get
over
a
it,
call, so I
looking
know
Oh,
over
you
you're
his
need
shoulder.
just
a bit
like
AGS
peeking
in.
over.
Yeah.
Amelia's like,
Also,
oh, that's a cute robot.
Yeah, like as she's
Should've
talking,
met
like
Bell.
I'd like to say, as Candle hears that, like as she's talking, she says like they tell me I need to drink more water, I need to get more sleep. Like he sets a glass of water down in front of her and hands her a pillow.
Also,
You hand her a pill?
A pillow.
Hello.
Oh,
No blanket though. It's not cold
She's like,
enough in here for that.
okay. And she kind of like puts the pillow behind her back. Drinks the water.
I would like to stealth.
Also, when Amelia just first met when she first met Bell looked more like Meat Man. Because he was covered in
What?
viscera.
Oh.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
are you stealthing, Doc?
He'd become one with his many meats.
To avoid attention from the rest of the party.
All right,
while
roll stealth.
Loitering outside
Yeah.
with Mayday.
Yeah, she looks like she's becoming a little bit more relaxed, which is probably the first time you've ever seen her relaxed. But you're kind of starting to understand the reason why she's so guarded and untrusting of people is because she doesn't even know what's going on with herself and is just constantly searching for answers. That's like her whole thing. So if you're trying to like get in on this and help her out, she's kind of open to the idea but doesn't know how you would be able to help her.
Off the wall idea, but it's the first thing that popped into my head. Are you sure you're human?
Excuse me?
Look, I'm not very smart when it comes to all this kind of stuff, but like I kind of just say what comes to mind.
I'm not very
Like-
smart. It ends there.
Full stop.
But like
She kind of
Period, not comma.
she holds the glass up to hide a little smile. I mean, I need to eat, I need to sleep, I need to take a poop. I bleed. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm human.
okay.
Well, poop is the defining factor of humans, so.
Yeah, everybody poops.
That just makes me think of how in One Piece Luffy has multiple times asked people if they poop.
You poop?
He has done that multiple times. I mean, the only thing that I could think of outside of that, aren't blackout, can't they be caused by like severe trauma or something, Bell?
Yes.
She kinda
also high
stiffens a
stress
little bit.
levels.
What was she did fall into that kind of trance when I was going into detail about what all happened.
I mean,
Does anyone remember what instigated her fugue state?
Literally, it was specifically when it was when Candle, what's the word?
Was describing the creature snapping back together.
Yeah, he was describing the creature and how it threw itself off of some containers and then fucking snapped itself back into shape.
Okay. That is correct.
Yeah.
But
maybe
she basically explains that she
high
doesn't know what
stress.
happens in this state. She doesn't know what triggers it, and she doesn't know why she rambles. But she describes that sometimes these can go, if not interrupted, can go on for days at a time. And she's like woken up in her apartment with just like scrawlings on the wall, like full insane style person style. You know, you probably would imagine that your usual setup is like the like Illuminati type person where they're just like the strings everywhere and whatnot. But she describes that sometimes this happens without her knowledge too.
Well,
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
Sorry to say, but you're clearly a vampire. I'm joking. I am joking.
She turns to you and says, "This isn't holy water, is it?"
Well,
there's no hole in that water.
Lorelai from behind the counter says, in order to make sure our water is purified, we do boil the hell out of it.
Oh,
true.
God.
And the sink was blessed by a priest.
As long as the faucet wasn't blessed, you're fine.
Boil the heaven out of it too, to be fair.
Have I
Yeah,
found
it's a
anything
dick.
in Auden's music?
What were you looking for?
Anything out of the ordinary or something?
No. Again, like I said, it was literally just that he had the music from someone that seemed like a close friend that he didn't remember knowing. But I'll say that just more than realizing that there is someone in his life that he doesn't remember and that's freaking him out, it was the music that actually triggered the memory response. That like he started remembering Auden because he listened to the music.
Interesting. Alright.
He's like, when I listen to the music, I can remember us doing stuff together. Like, I remember him sitting down and like showing me how he was making the music, and you know, he was just sitting on his laptop and trying stuff out. And sometimes we would go to the skate park together and he would play a song and we'd be doing stuff. I remember things when I listen to this music.
Hey, you know, actually, I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead. I just imagine Belle just like looking back and forth between two booths, just like full like healthcare companion style, like which one do I comfort more?
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking of Baymax.
Yes, exactly.
I guess since
Ruby's old file became a corrupted audio file, right? So corrupted music, if I remember correctly.
Again, the files on Auden's laptop were corrupted and destroyed, but you were managed to be able to piece together parts of the copied AI file from the music that he had put into a song that he was working on. Because it wasn't like a compressed audio file, it was the actual project working on file with like the, you know, different segments of things. So you were able to piece that together into part of a file that was somewhat sentient.
All right, can I show Lucas the?
That got
Not the-
destroyed though.
The scraps.
I thought I had a copy of it.
I mean, you have the song that Auden was working on. I'll say that you could probably manage to recreate that. No, I think that got lost. No, wait, you still have like a physical copy back at no, the Panoptic agent took that. Dang it. Yeah, you don't have anything.
Damn. I was hoping I could maybe play that one and maybe it'll unlock some more memories. Well, that
Yeah, that would have been the latest music that Auden was working on, but
Womp womp.
womp womp.
Is it I guess I'll show some more information about Auden.
Okay.
Candle just goes over to Candle goes over to his end of the bar and just not his end of the bar. Every end of the bar is his end of the bar. He goes over to the jukebox and just I'm not like asking you to change the actual song to clarify. I'm just like he's putting on Roundabout. There's no reason for it. He's just putting on Roundabout.
Okay.
I have two questions.
The song gets stuck, and so it just says, "What goes around, 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 goes around."
And they don't stop coming.
I have two questions.
Yes.
One, what time of day is it?
Day.
Like
What did you get for your stealth check?
noon? 22.
I'm gonna say it's midday, considering that you guys probably got out of the warehouse district at dawn. So you guys probably took, you know, your 8-hour naps or whatever. So it's probably like midday. What'd you get for your stealth check?
22.
Okay. Nobody sees you.
That I know of. Okay. Also, I have a question about the layout of Candle's Bar. So, is it like glass front and the rest is like bricks and high windows? Is it kind of like the clam from Family Guy, or?
There aren't any. There like the windows up front are like the only window up front is also. All of the windows are high up windows.
Okay.
It doesn't have like a storefront visible to the where every bit of the outside is visible.
Okay, so for example, if completely hypothetical, of course, but if Mayday and Doc were to basically go out the front door and then turn the corner of the bar building, there wouldn't be any windows that the rest of the party could then see them from?
Yeah.
I am correct, or yes, there would
Yes,
be
you're
windows?
correct.
Okay.
I don't know
That's
why,
all.
but I always imagined it sort of like a diner with like these big windows on the wall where the booths are.
See,
I mean,
I
it
was
can-
imagining
it can
kind of
be
like
that way.
clam. from Family Guy.
It can be that way.
Well, I
I'm
mean, it's not
uncertain
up
of the
to me. It's
exact,
up to you. That's just I'm letting you know how I imagine.
No,
it.
I'm not exactly sure how it looks either, frankly.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm fine with that being the way that it is. You know, like big windows up front and then high windows everywhere else.
Okay.
Tori's been awfully quiet. What's Tori doing? And if of course that shit.
He's passed out in the booth somewhere.
Somebody just fucking died in the bar. It's whatever.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. Or the last.
Give Doc a few more drinks and Kittle will probably do him in.
Yeah.
Oh. So,
Yep.
who's doing what now?
What are you? Oh, so you're just going around the corner?
Yeah. Mayday and Doc are kind of sucking face. around
Okay.
the corner.
What is Tori's been hanging out. She's
Passed out in
sleeping
a
right
booth.
now.
She's
lying
what?
down with like a cold pack on her head.
Oh.
Neon, what's the sort of situation that you're trying to accomplish here, now that you've got Amelia here?
Well, the initial goal was just tell her about Derek, and now he's just kind of chatting at this point.
Okay.
And continuing their conversation, he says, "Well, at least you seem to be able to make your way home during those episodes."
I mean, usually I don't have many episodes outside, but sometimes I sleepwalk, and sometimes I sleep draw, and sometimes I sleep psycho plan. Sometimes I feel like even though I live in an apartment alone, I share an apartment with somebody. Because I just wake up and things are different or something, and it's kind of scary.
Want to help, but I don't know what I could even do. I don't know a lot about the brain.
Somebody knows something, so I'm going to keep looking until I find
What do you know about Camerata?
Not much. Why?
He kind of just like looks around and then looks back at her. I feel like I don't have a lot of the information of everything, but right now, because of that ad that they played not too long ago, or wait, was it them that played the ad?
Yeah, it was literally just a...
Okay, it was Camerata.
Yeah.
Because of that ad they played a little while ago, I'm feeling like everything is pointing towards them.
Well, I mean,
Also
they are
because
the biggest secret holders. She
Also-
doesn't know anything about Camerata other than like the traditional stories. Like very secretive.
Also, I don't know if I ever mentioned this to you, but we are also trying to get Panoptic to help us with info. As you can expect, they were not very helpful at all.
Yeah.
But for some reason,
She starts to
I
climb
don't-
up again. You cannot trust Camerata or Panoptic.
I know. But with Panoptic, I feel like if they tell you something, at the very least, you can figure something out based on what they say and what they don't say. But they, for some reason, when we were asking them questions, I feel like the one that we were talking to was trying to hint to us that something was up with Camerata. And then all this stuff happened, and then Camerata releases that ad.
Sparrow,
Mm-hmm.
would
Do
my
Sparrow-
mother have shared anything about
Mayday
the
said,
development of something
okay,
like that?
no more interruptions, I'm all good now.
Sweet.
Whose mother?
Mine.
Would your
You have
mother
a-
know
you have
what?
a mother?
Mommy.
Oh, not anymore. But
Oh,
she was an inventor. Camerata was
Not
the...
since the incident.
Exactly. Camerata was the corporation that I grew up in, right? Was that what we...
No, that is incorrect.
Which corporation did we decide?
It was Dharma Technology.
Yep, sorry. Yeah. Okay. The names, man, they get difficult.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we really haven't touched on Dharma Technology much at all.
Yet.
Yet. Correct.
I mean, it's a rival corporation. They might help us with cameras.
Dharma Technology is actually in one of those weird positions where it is technically a corporation, but they aren't a business. They don't sell any specific products. They usually are just sort of like a research and development. This is sort of where a lot of the education comes from and whatnot. This is like people that go to like the biggest elite go to work at Dharma Technology, and they work on developing new technology for the future and whatnot.
Okay.
So probably a lot of corporations own shares in Dharma Technology and own maybe like rights and patents to certain things and then sell those products. But Dharma Technology is sort of like its own thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Candle has a few grandchildren that work at Dharma Technology. Like, there's like one full like Doofenshmirtz grandchild that has like tried to come in and like, I'm
It's
going
the-
to shriek. I'm going to shriek your bar and take it with me.
A
I would like to
Shrinkinator!
say- I'd
A
like to say,
Shrinkinator.
It's not just normal Doofenshmirtz, it's like the guy from My Hero that looks buff as shit and everybody was
Yes. Redestro?
What a pleasant surprise! How unanticipated. And what I mean by that is completely anticipated. A bartender? Candle the bartender!
Oh.
Candle has certainly been the one who has held on to the bar for the longest out of his entire family line.
He's had it since he was 8. Nearly
Nah.
80 years ago.
He explored the world for about 20 years, and by the time he was 28, he got the bar.
So, hold on.
And yes, that
He went on a
implies
trainee
that
arc.
and yes, that implies that he was alone for 20 years of his life.
Mayday said,
training.
so he explored when he came out the womb.
Nah, bro, when he became 8. It was when he became 8.
So, hold on. That would mean that he acquired the bar around 2015-ish?
I mean, we don't know the exact years, so that can't be said.
Yeah, the current year is 20 XDX.
Oh.
20 triple D.
The bar used to be a disco.
No.
No.
I'll entertain plenty of lore. That's just false.
One of the family members tried to, but then instantly got outed.
Yeah, one of Candle's kids really wanted to make it a disco, but literally stands no chance because Candle's like, I don't agree with your vision.
He keeps throwing boogie bombs through the window.
Yeah, and unfortunately for him, Candle does not feel the need
You will
to
be
dance.
nothing in life.
Me realizing that Candle's grandchildren are probably in their 30s throwing boogie bombs through the windows of bars. Oh.
The grandchildren
Anywho.
also try and fight him for ownership of the bar. Like,
Oh, also, Mayday. You and Doc, kind of slipped around the corner from the
Made
entrance.
love.
Well,
technically, that's not wrong.
true, but not right now. They slipped around the corner from the bar and kind of are just a heavy makeout session around the corner, waiting.
Okay, you don't need
So-
to keep bringing that back up, though.
Amelia, have you ever had a brain scan done?
No, I'm too... I don't trust anybody. I'm not gonna let anyone tinker on me, and even if they do
By the way,
show
I
me
turned
something,
my
I'm not
stream
gonna...
back on when I left Candle's bar.
Since Freddy's going to leave soon, I think I'd like to do something with him real quick. Lucas says, there's actually another reason why I wanted to talk to you today. I know that we don't know each other too well, Freddy, but, I've come across a stroke of good luck lately, and I've actually gotten a pretty decent job working for somebody, and they want to hire you as well. And I know that you kind of don't do that thing. You like to stay freelance, but that's sort of the reason why they want to hire you. This is just sort of a one-time job thing.
What's the job? That's
He actually wanted to talk to you about it.
Did he say a time or meeting place?
Whenever you're free.
I got time now.
As you say that, you all hear a sudden thrum as a car pulls into the parking lot. And when I say that it pulls into the parking lot, it doesn't just sort of like slowly turn the corner and come, up. It like fully off the street, coming like 60 miles an hour, pulls adrift and slides into a car spot and does like a full donut and then slides into perfect spot in the parking lot. And this is like a beautiful car. It's like got this sleek design. It's got a deep blue color that you can actually see has like speckling in it that makes it look like the night sky. When you like look at it, it looks like it's moving. It's got a holographic paint job. It's a really cool car. But not like so expensive that this is probably like a corporate owner. This is more like a dream car that you would want, Freddie, or something like that.
I'll be honest, when you said throne, I thought you were gonna be like, and continue on and say like we hear a really cool guitar riff.
It is a hover car. So the windows do rattle a little bit, but only as they pull in, and then as it's just sort of idling there, it lowers back down. It like as it comes to a landing, it just gives like a gentle poof, just sort of like knocking all of the ambient dirt that was sort of on the ground. It actually like carves through the miasma outside, leaving behind this like trail of smoke behind it in its wake. It looks so cool.
Right then.
I was going to change the music and I forgot to, but that's okay.
Deja vu.
It.
Just been in this place
Yeah, it's
before. I
pretty
know on the
close.
street, and I know.
Is that the guy?
Lucas just kind of nods.
I guess I'll step outside. I guess I'll go up to the car.
Oh my god, that's like the worst thing you can do.
Okay.
Oh, a windowless van? Let me just stand in front of the sliding door. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
I'm just gonna take one of Tori's guns that she has on her person.
Tori's not here.
Fuck.
Here, I'll just put on this just so we get a little bit of ambience change. You...
Mayday said, "You don't have a summoning stone to get her yet."
You step out to this car and you don't see a door, but then just sort of like a side of it opens up and it shifts off to the side and then slides up over onto the top. And inside you can just see sort of a plush interior. You can see that it's a nice, just sort of, I don't know. It's not like leather or anything. You can tell that it's all synthetic in here. But you can see like neon lights. It kind of, you get the idea that this car has sort of been retrofitted to almost like a limo backseat, where you can see that there's like side seating. And you can just sort of see like someone's foot tapping with another leg crossed on top of it, but you don't see the person in question until you step into the vehicle. You do see the driver, I guess. She has like short cut bob with like curled hair. And she's got like this hat on, and she's just sort of staring forward, and just sort of glances over at you and gives you a soft smile. Actually, it's sort of like a smirk, where you don't know if she's like trying to flirt with you or like looking at you weird.
Alright. I'll just brush it off. You said already I already entered the vehicle, correct?
Oh, do you choose to enter the vehicle?
Sure. If anything happens, I know martial arts.
Okay. You step in and sit down, and this is the most comfortable that you've ever been in a car. However, the situation might possibly have you on edge. And when you step in, you can't really see until the door closes, and Lucas comes and sits next to you. And once the doors close, you can't tell anything of what's happening outside. You were just completely sealed off from the outside world. The windows turn dark in tint, and then the lights adjust, and you can see the figure sitting across from you. And I don't want to say anything about your sexual preference or orientation or anything, but this is the most beautiful boy that you have ever seen. He's got this sort of like low fade haircut on the side with curled hair on the top that just sort of dangles down in front of his face. And he lowers a set of Coke bottle glasses that are tinted and just sort of smiles at you and says, "Ah, Freddy, it's good to see you."
Wait,
Mayday
this is
said,
outside the bar,
"Nothing
right?
gay about admiring a handsome man."
Yes. So, Doc, you watch as Freddy walks up to this car and gets in.
I guess it's a pleasure to meet you too.
So, I know that you... Doc, did you want to do anything before they take off?
No, it was as soon as Freddy stepped out, it was wet smacking.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yes. It sounds in the
Make out.
background.
Moving
Moving on.
Yeah.
You are talking to this NPC. And he is just sort of smiling at you. Says, "I understand that you're in a bit of a predicament at the moment."
Maybe not.
I would say that you're a tough man to find, but let's be honest. You can do just about anything in the city. Except you have to know the right person for the job.
Wait, what was that?
I need you to do something for me that I could probably hire just about anybody to do. But I'd like you to do it because you're not the person for this job.
Depending on the job and what I gotta do.
Just do what you do best. I need you to hack into something.
And how much will you be paying me?
Let's just say that I don't work in currency, but I do deal in good favors. And so, as a gesture of good faith, I have done something for you already. I've gotten Panoptic off your back.
It smells fishy.
See.
He holds up his phone, and you can see all the advertisements for Aelita. See this? This wasn't going to come out for 3 months. And I bumped it up because, well, I said that it might be a nice birthday present for somebody. And in doing so, that got the corporation off of hunting you down. You see, there's this whole thing that a lot of people don't like dealing with, but it is sort of my specialty. I like to help people. And the best way that I can do that is sort of smooth things over and make connections and, well, you know, cut certain people off, shift interests around. And this is, I don't know if this is your first time meeting a fixer, but this is not what your typical introductions go. Usually someone gives you a job, no pleasantries are exchanged. This guy seems like he's legitimately trying to sell you. Like, he's trying to be your friend. And he seems to be honest.
Something smells fishy. And this is
That's
coming
just
from
you
another
two.
picture. Okay.
What is this thing you want me to have?
I've got a couple friends that have gotten themselves in trouble. They have been messing around with a bit of business that is a bit outside their usual reign of business. Let's just say that sometimes people get tired of the small ponds that they're fishing in and decide to go into bigger ponds, thinking that, oh, it's so big that there's no way everyone could possibly know how many fish are in it. But when that pond is owned by such a large, I'm not that great with, parables and things, but
Analogy.
you have been messing around with something that I don't think you should be, and so I'm trying to help give you an easy exit. At the same time, I've got a few friends that have been dealing with the business that you're trying to be finding out. Someone's been breaking into the warehouses, stealing some stuff, making some good money on it, but they don't realize what it is that they're actually stealing, and they have cut off connections with me, which is just not something you do. After all, I'm trying to help them. But when push comes to shove and someone disagrees with what you're doing when it's their best score they've had in a long time, I understand why they did what they did. I need you to find them, and I need you to stop them, because they're gonna get themselves hurt.
Fine. I'll do it.
Great. And if things go well, I'd like to maybe have you work on a few other projects that I'm trying to work on. I mean, as things are going, there's always people that need help.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Fair enough. I'm just trying to tell you what I'm trying to do.
Alright. When do I start?
You can start right now. I think that's where we'll sort of cut off this scene, as he basically gives you a bunch of information, and then we can sort of pick up next session if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's tie up this final scene between Neon and Amelia, and then we'll probably call the session here. And the current situation is that, you were trying to tell her that you can help. You were asking her if she's ever been to get her head checked out, and she says that she doesn't trust, like, doctors and whatnot, like going and people looking at her stuff while she's unconscious, basically.
Belle, is there any way to do like a brain scan without the person being knocked out?
I know a way of doing that, Sparrow.
I mean, yeah, there are absolutely ways to do all sorts of tests without the person being knocked out. The big thing is that she doesn't just automatically trust what doctors are telling her anymore.
Fair enough.
She is incredibly paranoid. And the worst part is that she actually has a reason to be.
Do you know when it started?
I don't think it's been happening all my life, but when I changed precincts and actually came to this city, things did kind of start getting a bit weirder. I mean, just a couple years ago, I was, just going to college, and, well, let's just say that things got weird.
I do have a theory. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you have cyborgs, right?
She does have some cyberware. Um, it's nothing from Metro City. She's got like a very basic neural network. She does have some cyber eyes. I mean, if you want to like scan her real quickly, go ahead and make like a cyberware check.
Okay. Cyber tech. Ooh. I rolled a 1.
Unfortunately, other than like the obvious stuff that you can see, you don't really know what's going on with her. I mean, you'd have to like probably get her into like a lab in order to actually see what she has installed. Considering that she's not going to tell you, you can see that she has she does have cyber hands, but you get the idea that that's so that she can she's got like little lights on her fingertips so that she can like look for stuff in the dark or whatever. Just some like very basic stuff.
And those things are not the type of the same brand that you'd be used on the city, right? Probably she installed those before she moved in.
Yes. She has not gotten any work done here at Metro City.
So we have a couple of theories using about radio frequencies. Maybe your cyberware might be catching some of those frequencies and affecting you in some ways. Maybe what's happening to you is just an overload on your cyberwares, and your body is acting under remote control, maybe? It's just a theory.
I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know you people. Why you care so much about like what's going on with me and what I'm doing?
I've seen enough of the bad. I want to help other people see the good.
Make some sort of like persuasion or charisma check or something.
I am a medical robot. I'm made for this. I cannot
I got
say
a 17.
no.
I'll give you advantage because Belle's giving a good argument here.
Highest is still 17.
Okay. She says, you seem like a nice guy, but I mean, what can we do other than just sort of sit here and talk? I mean, it's not like you have your own personal healthcare facility that we can, look at stuff.
In fact,
I whisper to Belle, is it possible to go there without Doc knowing?
I mean, I have the keys.
Belle does work at a clinic.
It isn't that clinic with the weird sex addict, is it?
Okay.
You have called her a
I mean,
lot worse.
The thing is though, like, You can try and complain, Doc, but she isn't wrong.
I mean,
I
like
didn't say she was
50% of
wrong.
it feels like over 75% of the people in Cyberpunk are like that anyway. So
Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately.
I can
I
guarantee
didn't
that
say she was wrong.
I can tell that he ain't there. He barely leaves the parking lot. I can detect his heart rate, and it's kind of high.
It's elevated right now. That's for sure.
if anything, I can run interference if he tries to come in and try to stop him.
I would just love for Neon to be like, Candle, can we use the back exit? He's like, nope.
No one's allowed back there aside from employees.
I mean,
Are you hiring?
we can't all get
Not
a job.
even the health department.
Yeah.
No, not even.
What
that.
health department?
Yeah,
Fair
they
enough.
they haven't been around for a while, frankly.
Fair
Their corpses are still rotting.
enough.
They certainly tried. That was their
They
first
gave it a
mistake.
good, they gave it a good faith effort.
Sure, I'm
Same
not
with the
entirely sure.
IRS.
I'm not entirely sure if this is something that I just have a fake memory of. But the first time I talked to her when she was leaving, didn't I see something like in her eyes, like or something?
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
Maybe it was your future.
Yes.
I see in your future.
I
My
would
thing
say
is,
that
have I seen it in anybody else's eyes?
I'm pretty sure what that description was her forgetting the name Auden.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I had attributed it to, but then I was like, have I seen it in anybody else's?
Yes. But because she has like ways of remembering things because she struggles with memory problems, she doesn't necessarily actively remember Auden, but she can like make it so that she remembers.
Would he have seen a similar thing when we were talking with Derek about Auden? So would like Derek's eyes have done something similar?
Yes. Also, when
Okay.
he wrote on the virtual tablet, it also blinked and erased.
Gotcha.
It's like the FBI are always watching.
Why? This is a general question, but why are we immune? That's what really.
We haven't looked into it yet.
Yeah, it's.
Wait, why are what?
He was asking why we haven't been, or like our minds erased of Auden.
Yeah, why are we immune?
I don't
We
know.
know why Candle is immune.
Yeah.
We haven't
Well,
looked
yeah.
into it yet, so
Candle's another
We-
story.
that is surprising that none of us have tried to look into that yet.
True.
Main character syndrome. It happens. I wasn't gonna point it out. No, it's honest truth. But that's why I'm introducing characters like Lucas that are like in the same situation but act a little bit differently. The one thing
Lucas
I
is
was
the main
going to
character?
say, yes.
He suffers from main character syndrome too.
No,
Currently,
I'm saying that he
Candle is-
remembers Auden but is acting differently.
Oh.
Candle is meanwhile just standing behind the bar right now, eating a piece of toast with butter on it, of course. But
Now,
Why do I feel
So-
like he made the butter himself? Like milked the cow and churned it in a butter churn.
because he did, obviously.
Okay.
so I know that Neon knows nothing about what Lucas and Freddie talked about, but I remember what you told me. I figured out from my composition music theory question thingy, and I already had this idea to try doing stuff with real music. So I'm gonna call out to Candle. You got a guitar?
Obviously.
How do I play?
And then he
guitar?
pulls out a violin.
He pulls out, in order, he pulls out a ukulele, an electric guitar,
That's better.
an acoustic guitar, and then a violin, and says, take your pick.
I only know how to DJ. How do I
No.
Well,
use the?
you play guitar like this. He picks up the acoustic one and begins. No. I'm joking. He doesn't have anything for that. I'm not sure how to play the guitar. All I know is the bagpipes.
Why
Um,
my
that
brain went
makes
to
sense.
Scrooge McDuck now?
There is
And,
one thing that I really want to say real quick because it's kind of important. Whenever you've talked to Amelia, she's always had her clipboard out and has been like jotting down, like basically like a stenographer, just like detailing every conversation that she's ever had. Since she's come in here and sat down with you, and Candle handed her that glass, she has not been writing. She has just been holding on to that glass of water for like the first time, kind of trying to relax. Just something to know. She says, I know a little bit.
Cool. Wait, maybe I could just have you do it. I have a running theory that I mentioned. Okay, Candle. I think Camerata's been doing most of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And when we found out that like radio waves were messing with them, Doc, when we took that bit home to his clinic, and we were messing with the music,
Mm-hmm.
when he started playing Auden's music, it reacted differently, which we already told you. But I have a theory
I
that
think Candle is there
actual-
for it.
For it, I just gave the suggestion.
Yeah, but I have a theory that it's not about the fact that it was Auden that made it. It was the fact that he made it in like the real way of making music.
Could make
I
sense.
think
Doesn't have any
I think-
electronic signature.
I think if you
Acoustic
put
guitar it
your
is.
soul into, like your actual being into it, it messes with Camerata, whatever they're doing.
Mm.
And Amelia, you said you know how to play.
I can play guitar a little bit.
Wait. Candle like raises a hand and just looks at him for a second and says, think about it like this. If this is what caused Auden to go and to vanish, then why do you want to hand the Mrs. What was her name again? I'm sorry,
Amelia.
I'm really bad.
Amelia,
Yeah. Miss, why would we hand this to Miss Amelia when she could end up going missing just the same?
I think it's because he took something from them, the AI. I think that's why he's gone missing.
Technically, the screen name that she goes by is Arturia, but I think she's told you her real name. I think she's so informal, but she probably accidentally said her real name to Candle and Neon.
That's good.
Well, she probably told it to you after she got surprised by you.
Yeah. I know.
Basically, whenever her walls are down. Anywho.
That being said, let me test it with my bagpipes. And before anyone assumes that this is a joke, I asked Sparrow earlier on in the campaign, and not earlier on in the campaign, literally the first session, I asked, Hey, can Candle have a fucking How did I forget the word?
Roll the skill for it. You asked if you could play any instrument, and I said yes. And you said, I want to play bagpipes. And I'm like, fine. Add it to your character sheet.
Right. And I did.
Okay, do it.
Right. Let me just go ahead and I put 2 into it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and use my awareness to just pump extra stats in there.
Okay. It's technique, but okay.
Oh, it's technique?
Yes.
Okay, well that's still
the performance
exact
skill
same.
uses technique, yeah.
Fair. But I can use the play instruments.
Yes, that's the skill. You should have like bagpipes and then how many levels you have put into it, and then you add your technique skill level to it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do 6 plus technique.
Okay.
Right. Okay,
Yeah, the highest you can go is 6 plus 6.
True. Yeah. But I got 6 plus 8, so that would be a 14.
Okay.
Wait, no, 8. No, 8 plus 8 because it's 6 plus 2, which is 8, so it's 16. Sorry.
I'm just gonna put in play bagpipes and see what it plays.
Alright.
Oh, goodness, I'm scared. Amazing Grace, okay. No way that could be copyright stricken.
What's
Everybody.
I think Amelia kind of like, after a little bit, kind of like, her face stiffens. She's like, yep, it's nice.
That was loud. I've never heard a sound like that before.
Yeah, it's just echoing around this room.
Murder on the ears.
He finishes, sets it down on the counter, and says, "Been learning that one since I was a kid."
Oh, I thought Kendall was gonna be like, sets it down and says, okay, that'll be $50.
I can see that too.
Live concerts don't come cheap.
Yeah, now I see.
Well,
Kendo is Scottish.
the
This
venue-
makes way more sense
The
now.
issue is the venue has to pay him, and since he is the venue, he pays himself $50.
Candle
He
is
shakes his own
100% Viking.
Yeah.
He's a grandchild of Kratos. That's what it is.
Oh.
Kratos
Okay.
fucked a Scottish woman, and that's where his line came from.
Ooch McDuck.
Yeah, the music didn't have any specific effect on her.
Well, there goes that theory.
You know, Candle takes a glass of scotch and just takes a sip of it very slowly. For given a simple question, you know, there's one thing that everybody who remembers Auden has in common.
What?
They were here when it happened.
Didn't Doc show up after?
Yep.
Just
Yeah,
remember Auden.
Doc showed up after.
Corey wasn't here.
Yeah,
True,
yeah.
but
Doc
did he
wasn't
ever
here.
meet Auden?
Yeah, Doc has no idea who Auden is.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know who he is.
Right, you guys keep talking about Auden, but he's never met him. He doesn't know who he is.
I know the name, and I know that he is a friend of yours. And I know he
Yeah,
makes
it doesn't
music.
wipe his mind after.
Yeah.
Everybody in the party that we know that hasn't ever had their mind wiped was at the warehouse that night, though.
Yeah.
That same night. Have we ever asked Yoon if she remembers?
Yeah, Yoon doesn't remember.
Dr. D said, IDK.
Oh,
Well, I should
sorry.
have said that in a different chat.
I
Yeah,
was
Mayday
answering
seems to have gotten kicked.
Mayday says, did I get picked or disconnect?
Disconnected.
Sweet.
Prepare for more PTS.
Okay.
You can type it in.
Join back.
Well, that's the one he was paying attention to, so I wanted to put it in that chat.
Yeah.
So what now?
Yoon has no memories of what happened that day.
Okay. So that could just be entirely different reasoning.
But yeah, she also never met Auden and doesn't know who he is.
Are you suggesting that like the layers of like lead painting on the barn have protect us from something?
I mean, everybody was
No.
outside when it happened, so. The only person who wasn't outside was Candle. No,
Daryl
did
and-
Candle go outside?
Daryl-
Freddy was
Daryl
inside.
and Auden.
Freddy and Auden were inside.
Yeah, Freddy passed
Daryl.
out already because Freddy dabbed himself. I think Belle was looking after Freddy.
Yeah.
Me and Candle were the only ones that went outside.
I mean, nothing really happens to Candle regardless.
Yeah. I'll say that just sort of in general, it wasn't like the location of players or anything, because again, we kind of had people go missing, so I had to adjust some things that session.
Yeah.
So.
True.
Because the second session was going to be you guys fighting Auden as a cyber psycho, but I just decided to sort of move things along since we didn't have enough people for combat.
I thought Mayday was going to join back.
Mm.
I think this
We'll
will
see.
probably be
They might still
buggy
be
again.
having issues. Anywho, Neon, you want to help Amelia get out of here?
Yeah.
Or were you going to try and do more music?
Neon is thinking that he's gonna have to try and figure out how to play like Auden did. So he's gonna probably try to do that on his own time later. Right now, he's hoping he can at least get Amelia to like let Belle try and figure something out of what might be going on. Amelia, I want to find a way to help you, but I don't want to force you to do anything you don't want to do. But I really do think that Belle might be able to figure something out.
I mean, I don't trust doctors, and it's not just him. But yes, especially him, I don't trust.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't trust him as far as I could throw him.
You could throw him to
Aw.
the sun.
You trust me that much?
I said I don't trust you as far as I can throw you.
Yeah, that's pretty far.
I'll say
I
that
don't
if you
trust-
want to go back to the lab, you could also play. Actually, you've got Bell here, so you could play some of Auden's music.
Auden's music. I did request that Belle do the music so that Belle can play it.
Well, I
through
mean,
their
you're not
speakers.
here right now. You're waiting to kidnap her as soon as she walks outside.
Guess if we're not going to the clinic, Belle, do you still have some of Auden's music on your drive?
Yeah, the entire party wants Amelia to go to the clinic, but half of them wants it to be not by choice.
Well,
It's because neither of the party communicated that plan, though. So they're not
What?
working together. This is the best part about, like, the roleplay scenes and whatnot, is because you both know that what you want to do is the exact same thing, but you're in character and actively working against each other. It's great.
Yep.
So, what are you guys doing?
I asked Belle if they still had any of Auden's music on their drives.
Yes, I have the copy that he handled us
Uh,
that day.
could you play the one that got the makeup stuff to dance first?
The slime to jiggle.
Sure.
You want him to play just that one specific one, or?
Because that's the one that's in his mind right now.
I'm sure he has all of Auden's music.
Yeah.
Because Bell isn't connected to the internet, he can't get hacked. Bell has like a very special kind of system, so. Because most
Yeah,
robots
I
need
just-
like very special programming to work autonomously, which those usually don't leave the factories or anything, or they are like controlled by people, or like connected to a mainframe at a business or whatever.
yeah. Whenever I want to access the internet, I just use the external agents.
Yeah. So you want to
Could you
play
play
the
some
Yeah, I'm playing.
Some of Auden's.
okay. You play a little instrumental jam sesh that Auden was doing, where he was testing out some different things. He was changing a different direction because somewhere in the middle he was lost, where he was trying to just sort of make music that was popular, following like the traditional concepts, and go with, you know, what people wanted to hear. And this is one of his later tracks where he went back to his roots and actually started doing what he wanted to do. And Amio listens to it, and she says, "This is nice."
Yeah, he was pretty good. He didn't. He followed his own style.
Why are we speaking about him in the past tense?
Because he's dead.
Oh,
No,
sure. Sure we have that.
no, no! It was accidental speech pattern. No, don't be dead.
Yes, he was a good musician.
It was accidental speech pattern.
There are some fates worse than death.
True.
Yeah, she's just sort of listening to the music and she's like, okay, am I supposed to be getting something from this? Or, I mean, it's nice, but like, what was the, what was the plan here, Sherlock? Okay. I'm sorry.
Who's Sherlock?
You don't know who Sherlock is? Jesus Christ, have none of you ever read a book?
Oh, I think I watched a show like that when I back from my hometown. It was like Sherlock Who or something.
Candle looks like he's about to have an aneurysm after hearing that.
Is this from like olden days? A lot of that stuff got lost when the web crashed.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody just play the metal pipe dropping noise, because...
That's Candle's jaw hitting the floor.
Yeah. It's Candle, mildly agitated.
It's
That's the sound of Candle cracking his knuckles.
No, that's the sound of Candle cracking one finger. Sounds like an explosion when he cracks his knuckles.
All right, Taku, calm down.
Neon looks to Amelia and says, well, I was running with the theory that Camerata was doing everything that's recently been noticed, or that I've been seeing going on, and it seemed like some of their stuff was having weird interactions with sound, so I didn't know if that was the same thing. I don't know.
She kind of stares at you, and her mouth hangs open a little bit, and you can tell that she's like staring through you, and then her head starts to loll forward, and she like stands up and gets out of the booth.
Well, Amelia? He like snaps a few times.
And she reaches for Belle and like grabs
as
Belle.
quick as I can try to, or what is the closeness dynamic?
I assume that you were sitting across from her at the booth, so you're like right next to her.
Yeah, he's gonna try to stop that.
Okay, you just like kind of grab her.
More grabbing Belle because
Is
from
she in another
that
one of
one
those
night.
trances again?
Something kind of like, I mean, when she went into her fugue state, she just sort of stared forward and then started murmuring and talking to herself. This looks like she's well, make an awareness check.
All right. Just raw awareness.
Yeah, this should be easy for you.
Yeah.
Or conceal
so
reveal if that's better.
I mean, yes, I get a bonus out of that, I suppose. Going to conceal reveal. Yes, that's 19.
This does not look anything like her previous fugue state.
Does it look dangerous?
That is up for you to decide.
Does it seem like what was happening to you?
No. She looks like she's kind of zombified and she's kind of like grasping at you now, Neon.
Yeah, I'd like
wake
to
up.
say Candle just gets everyone out of the way of her very calmly. And of course instantly, because he has infinite movement speed inside of the... I'm partially joking, but he just teleports over and brings them away.
Question.
Yeah,
Can
she
the
like
moving to the
grabs...
bar is that scene from X-Men Apocalypse with Quicksilver? With Dimension exploding and he's just like throwing people out the window?
Yeah, Amelia like reaches for Neon, and then just like eyes glow in the distance, and Candle's standing right behind her.
Candle will submit his own arm to be grabbed by her, but he won't let her grab anyone else.
She doesn't grab onto your arm.
Yeah, probably a smart move.
She stands back up and says, I don't know. I'm sorry. I thought it'd be kind of funny. I guess it wasn't. Never mind. It was stupid.
Yeah,
She just like goes back to the booth and like grabs her bag. Doesn't even sit down.
Sorry, just concerned.
No, I just kind of wanted to see what you guys would do if I did go into that again. Nice to know that you didn't just immediately try to kill me, so that's cool.
What? Come on, who am I? The doctor? No.
Okay.
Doctor Who?
I only.
Yes, precisely.
I
know that.
Yeah, Doctor Who.
Yeah, he's a British dude.
Third base.
What's on second? No, I don't know who's on third. Who is on first?
What do you mean third base?
Yeah, that's I don't know.
I don't know.
You can see that she's getting flustered because she's failed at 2 attempts at humor and just it's like
Can we please do the cabin and
she goes for the door just like hurriedly.
Abbott and Costello.
Yeah.
Wait,
Hold on.
before you leave, didn't you want to get an interview with me or something?
Maybe next time.
All right.
She just kind of
brief.
She pushes through the door, and then a burlap sack comes over her head, and she gets pulled around the corner.
Hold up,
No.
Amelia.
Although
I kind of just like follow.
Walk around the corner.
When she's like leaving the Candle's bar,
Mm-hmm.
I just like stand up, go up to her, like grab her hand, and I'm just leading her to the clinic.
Okay.
You lead her to the clinic?
Yeah.
Then I follow.
She's got this little like moped that she hops on, and she's like gonna go to leave. She's like she has like an old-fashioned style of helmet that looks like it's been passed down through her family that she like clips on.
Whoa, what is this thing?
Doc is subtly aiming a blow dart directly for her neck.
I mean, roll the attack.
I don't think I actually have a blow dart.
Can like as he's lining up his shot, Candle just his arm reaches through the fucking wall.
Candle is the bar.
Yeah, don't worry about it, alright? Just don't worry about it. It's safer if you don't worry about it.
Oh god.
Safer for everyone in general.
General chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Amelia.
are we heading to the clinic, or she's just like leaving us behind?
Well, she was going to leave. You haven't told her that you want to take her to the clinic. She's embarrassed and attempting to flee.
When she hop onto the bike, aren't you going to the clinic?
What clinic?
Mayday said, "Kill her."
God damn it, you murder
Doc,
crazy bastards.
Doc, why is that plural? I don't want to murder her. I want to study her.
You've clearly tried. I feel like you would have literally no problems actually going for it, though.
I would only kill her in self-defense.
So
Yeah,
I don't-
sure.
And I don't want to kill her because I want to study her.
we ponder about making a few
Sure, you
exams.
don't. Yeah, I believe you.
But
I
yes,
don't.
Mayday says kill her, and Doc kind of just puts a hand over his mouth. Not yet.
This is why I said you bastards in plural.
No, you said murderous bastards. I am not murderous. I'm just a bastard.
I mean, can be both at the same time very
Well,
easily.
actually, I knew my parents, so technically I'm not even a bastard. Anyway, we're getting
Well,
off track.
well, that's not even what represents a bastard, though, because a bastard is just a child that your parents like didn't want.
No, it was if you're traditionally it's when your father sleeps with another woman. That
Out of wedlock
child,
is the technical term.
the child is a bastard. Yeah.
Anywho, what are you guys doing?
Watching for now.
Really, I had
Probably
another.
just coming to terms with the fact that he's a bastard.
I had another thought. What do you think the odds are that you're the only one in this city that has never gotten cyberware from this city?
Wait, who are you talking to?
Amelia?
You haven't gotten cyberware, period. You don't count. I'm talking to Amelia. She still has cyberware. I'm starting to think maybe I had a flash of a thought when she was playing pretend that something to do with Panoptic, or I don't like something about maybe they have somehow gotten all the cyberware in this city that people get installed like infected with something that lets them do something or like see something or something. And because she hasn't gotten cyberware from this city, she doesn't have that, and so other people are able to mess with her in ways that they wouldn't be able to do anything about.
I don't know.
Well, coming up
I don't
with
know. Also,
theories,
who are you?
coming up with theories is good, but we should prioritize getting concrete evidence.
True. I feel like there's just something fundamentally different about you, which is why this is happening.
She kind of doesn't know how to take your compliments, and is like very much getting more and more eager to leave.
So, since you guys are there and you're clearly not going to let him abduct her, Doc kind of comes up behind the rest of the group and he, through gritted teeth, says that the rest of the party is right.
Where'd you come from?
That is a good
shut
question.
up. I was gonna abduct her.
That is a good question. Where did you come from?
Oh, shut up. I was gonna abduct her.
Kaizo instantly looks a little bit angry at you.
Oh, please. She's got something going on with her, and if she's not gonna figure it out herself, somebody needs to take care of her.
Mayday said, I come from behind Doc with rope in my hands.
I will fight you, Mayday.
The ropes are pre-warmed. They were just using them.
Stop. Oh, God. Okay.
I mean, is he wrong, though?
I plead the fifth. I hope the
So,
fifth still exists.
so Sparrow was right. Understood.
Look, anyway, moving on.
Doc, you're not giving a good reason for her to trust doctors.
Okay, Doc kind of turns to her and he goes, I actually very much hate your guts and everything that you are, as far as I can tell. You are very annoying and you
So are you.
drive
So like,
my
when are
patients
you
to the
gonna
very
try and get
end.
her? When are you gonna try and warm up to her?
No, I'm getting to that. But
How do I do this?
you're interesting. I am a scientist first.
Aren't you a doctor?
Well, both. Um, science is one of
Can't
my
be
interests.
two things first. That's not how that works.
Biology is my first, and medicine is a direct. It's a derivative. So technically, medicine and science are my first because medicine is a science. Anyway, um,
Amelia starts up her moped.
you're interesting.
She looks
I'd like to
disgusted.
study you. Yes, I know. It's creepy. Also, let me just put
Doc,
this out there. You lose time.
She revs her engine. Are you are you blocking her path?
There.
Because she looks like she's gonna run you
There.
over.
Oh, I'm definitely in front of her.
There.
Yes.
I
Who is
wouldn't
to
stop her.
say?
I pick up my new lantern, like this
Mm-hmm.
hard light, and I point towards Doc
Mm-hmm.
and use it like to push him away because
Okay, so you like make a wall right next to him, and Doc's like, "What is this?" And then you slowly expand the length of the wall, and it just like slides him to the side.
Mayday said, what if fixing her makes her less annoying?
Exactly.
there's nothing wrong with what.
No,
She's being. I
nothing's
think
wrong
she's
with
being
her.
hacked.
Okay,
That's not a thing
I
that's wrong
find
with
that
her.
interesting.
Yeah, but you're going
That
about
is
it in
what
the
I
wrong
want
way.
to.
We're
How
trying to
so?
help her. You're
So
just trying to advance your own goals.
you're saying that by me figuring out what's wrong with her won't help her?
Amelia flees. She turns around from all of you and just like drives to the far
Blow
end.
dart.
No, she drives to the far end of the parking lot and goes like over the curb and like into the alley and or something.
It's probably a smart move.
She just can't handle this much attention and
Oh my
nonsense going on.
god, you people are so annoying.
You people.
You're the one that's trying to say that you're going to study her like a specimen, a lab
Yes!
experiment.
Yes!
Frankly, I didn't
You
know
really
you were...
think someone's going to willingly put themselves to that?
No, that's why I was gonna abduct her.
I didn't
And
know
that's
you
why
were
I would have
racist,
beat the
Doc.
crap out of you.
I had no idea Doc was racist.
How am I racist?
You said you people.
Yeah, how? What? Huh?
Yeah, he said you people. You
The
racist
rest of the
bastard.
party.
yeah, I
If
think
she
I was
kills
the
anyone,
only
it
one who
is
could
your
say
guys' fault now.
I was the only one who could say you people because I'm not a person.
Well, I mean, if you
If
say
she
you
kills
people,
anyone-
then
Their blood is on your guys' hands.
to be fair, if you say you people, you're talking to protagonists, which means you're discriminating against a group, which happens to be main characters.
Literally. This woman has issues where she loses herself. And
You
could
have
go cyber
issues.
psycho. And you want her going free? No, we need to detain her
No.
and try
Because
and
you're
cure
just
her.
trying to use her like a lab experiment.
No! I'm I'm trying to figure out what is going on with her. If I learn something in the process, perfect. If she gets cured in the process, perfect.
I would just like to say, Candle appears between them, just like shows up and sets a hand on both of their shoulders gently. Just says, I'm sure we can come to a bit of a compromise. Don't you both agree? He squeezes
No.
slightly.
People aren't your toys, Doc.
You say that. And in this day and age,
In the
many
distance, you
people
hear
are
the sound of a moped motorcycle engine rev up suddenly and then stop. And then you hear the clash and clatter of metal.
I think there's like a
Oh,
moment of
hold on.
hesitation,
Damn it.
and then he quickly
I,
activates his skate feet and runs.
Dog points in the direction
Can
and
I,
goes, and
can I do a
that's
quick-
your fault.
It's your
Can I
fault.
go ahead and, both of you shut the hell up!
Oh no, here
Candle.
comes the
And,
Scottish.
Look here, you fucking cunt! Okay, I'm gonna roll
He
a
holds
body
out his
check
open
just
hand
to-
and the bagpipes fly into his hand.
Like his
I
Mjolnir.
will stick this so far up your bum and blow so loudly.
Hey,
he'll just
there's
turn
multiple
someone
pipes.
if he gets mad enough, he'll turn someone into bagpipes.
Oh, that's
Oh.
there you go.
Don't say that around Doc.
Yeah,
Or
that might
Mayday.
excite him.
Actually, Mayday's the one that probably would.
I'm gonna
That-
roll a
yep,
body.
yep.
Is it alright to roll a body check to see if I can keep up with I believe Freddy using skate feet?
Kaizo.
I will say that
Kinda.
you can run up to the alley where you can see that Amelia went down, and you can see that the moped has completely slid and skid with the keys still in it, and it's still like idling, but has fallen over, and you see the edge of a tailcoat going around the corner.
I'd like to make
Why
body
doesn't
just to
Spider care?
fucking chase.
I don't know how
Yeah.
fast this makes me, but I have move 8, and the skate feet say that increases my movement by 6 meter / yards when using the run action.
So how?
So I don't know how fast.
Wait, actually, is there anything like
Doc isn't
specifically?
Spider-Man.
This would be like athletics, yeah.
Yes. Go ahead and make an athletics check. And I'll
Okay.
say that Neon, you have advantage.
16. How's that do?
Okay. Let's
My
see.
highest
what
is a
it-
20.
Okay. You both sprint afterwards, and I think you're both kind of neck and neck. Neon's able to like take the corner a little bit sharper by going up on the wall. Candle just continually sprinting. You go down the alleyway and make it back out onto the street. Both of you make perception checks.
Alrighty. 15.
I have
I got a 14.
I have a question.
Okay. You guys don't see anything.
I have a question.
Yes.
My spider chair, can it like spider climb?
I'm going to say I'm going to say that it can climb, but not up sheer cliffs, sheer surfaces.
Can I
I'm gonna
use
have.
like windows as
Actually, I'll take that back.
Mayday
I'll say that the
said,
chair can
"I'm
go up
just
sheer
glad I'm
surfaces, but
being
not with a
blamed
passenger.
Too bad for this. I was gonna kill her after.
But I
Mainly 'cause
will
you
say that
weren't
Kando,
saying
with the
much.
original look that you did down the alley, that the edge of the coat that you saw moving was very similar to a panoptic agent's.
I'm gonna have my drone go up and try to like basically look for signs of someone being taken, I guess.
Okay.
Does the climbing work with me strapped in?
I
And I
just said
can't
no.
carry melee with me? Oh,
Your
okay.
chair can't go up sheer surfaces with a passenger, but otherwise you can ride in it and it can climb up stuff. It's unfortunately that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.